everybody, Rita Hernandez here with Live on Air with Rita Show. We have traveled to Somerset, Texas to bring you some inspiring stories from small businesses and small business vendors. We're here at Somerset CoffeeHaus. Let's go take a look.
The world is full of wonderful of it. We can jump right in, so why don't we? What do you say? Let's live it up today. Yeah. Peace, hope, faith, and love are abounding. I can feel the grace, so it's coming. Are you ready? Today is the day. We can be more, we can do more. Someone's waiting for us. We're not wasting time, let's get on the grind. Calling our hearts, soul, body, and mind. We all need, oh, we all need inspiration for life.
Hello everybody, this is Rita Hernandez, live on air with Rita. Thank you so much for being a part of our shows with Inspiration for Life TV network. And of course, we do have a lot of the behind the scenes that you're going to be seeing with all of our shows for the Million Voices Project documentary series at City Based Cinema. So I am here. We did a little traveling, a little road trip down the street from where I live. So we're now in Somerset, Texas, and we're going to be featuring some of the businesses here as well. So here we have Celina with Somerset CoffeeHaus. How are you?
I'm good, Miss Rita. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you so much for having us here, especially Team Inspiration for Life and Stephen Alvarado with Static TV. It's just a great honor to be a part of all the things that we've been doing for the past 15 years in media, covering and showcasing and highlighting small businesses in San Antonio, also through our markets that we've been doing, going on 25 years. I still remember the first market when I met my husband. He's a local artist of San Antonio, and the first thing he's like, hey, we got to go do art shows and be a part of events. So I was like, okay, I'm in, let's do this. So, but back then, I was super shy. I was the one where it came to my turn, I got up, went to the restroom, and then, they passed me. But then when I came back, they're like, who did we miss? Oh, we missed Rita. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I still got picked on. But fast forward to this day, this is what I love to do. This is my why. You are my why. You know, being a part of showcasing and highlighting businesses, again, from San Antonio, surrounding areas, Texas, and also around the world. So introduce yourself and tell us about your business.
Okay, my name's Celina Mendoza. I am the owner of Somerset CoffeeHaus. We have been here a little bit over a year. We celebrated our 1-year anniversary in May.
What?
Yes.
So when I came to do the live broadcast, y'all had just kind of opened?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
So the
Oh
history
my
is it
goodness.
was an existing coffee shop,
Okay.
and then we took over, and it's been under the new ownership for a year.
Wow. And
Yeah.
what inspired you to open the coffee shop here in Somerset?
When we found out that the coffee shop was going to leave Somerset, my husband said, no, Somerset needs this. We need our
Yes,
coffee.
yes.
We need somewhere to have the community come out and meet. So I just took the plunge and we took over. So.
See, I'm not a coffee person. My favorite drink is the chai latte.
Yes.
And she's like, no sweet. I said, no, girl, sweet.
Yes.
Put that extra little kick to it. So extremely delicious.
Thank you.
I love it. So as soon as I got in, she's like, chai latte? I was
Yes.
like, yes, she knows. She knows me. She gets a heart for that.
I
Now
know my people.
with everything that is happening here in Somerset, I see a lot of the different businesses that are around here.
Yes.
I know y'all also do some markets here.
We do markets. My coordinator is Miss Jackie from Bonita Market. That was one day I showed up to one of her small business walks, and then her and I just connected from there, and we decided to collaborate and do the markets.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been
And the rest is history. And I know with Miss Jackie, when I first met her, I believe it was at a barbecue place, and we were talking, and she was asking me advice for markets, because like I said, we've been doing markets for so long. So I gave her some do's and don'ts, and this is how I do markets. This is what you want to do. This is what you don't want to do. How to get that approach. So I love seeing people that we have worked with from the very beginning, from their small stages to where they're at today. And you know, with our media company, that's my main business. The markets is just like my little side hustle, kind of, and it's not even really my side hustle. It's what is needed for the small businesses that don't have brick and mortar, and they're trying to find a space to be at to showcase their products. So when I started creating markets back then, the word pop-up wasn't even a word back then. So it meant the world to me to be part of this industry of creating something, creating the space for the vendors. So when Miss Jackie, was doing them here, she's like, hey, and I told her about my live broadcasting. I said, why don't we go do a live over there, showcase? And it was something that I felt in my heart was needed, to be able to come out here. I said, no, not just San Antonio. It's not just about San Antonio. You have great products. You have a beautiful establishment. You have plenty of room, parking in the back, and again, the space in the back for markets. Now talk about your products. What type of products do you have, or do you sell?
Yeah, so we do every type of coffee drink. So we do your iced lattes, your hot lattes. We also do fraps. We do chai. We have matcha, and we do offer some lunch also.
Wow, so they do have some food, and we will have a food segment, some of the little snacks that she's going to be showcasing as well, so that y'all can get an idea of all the different things that she offers here. So I know, again, your inspiration, from this place closing down, and you're taking that plunge. What do you think is the hardest thing as a businesswoman running a coffee shop? What is the hardest thing that you ever have to go through?
It was finding the balance between my personal life and my family, and then here. When I first started, I was here 10, 12 hours. And so a year later, now I have the balance. I'm able to still be able to, be there for my son for school, to make sure he gets to school, and extracurricular activities. So it was finding the balance and being a wife, a mom, all those things while running a small business.
And of course, our family are top priorities in our faith and so forth. So it's a good thing to be able to find that balance. I love that. And what about your team? Do you have a team that also helps you here?
I do. I have a great team. I've been blessed with a really good team. I've had 2 of my employees have been here since the beginning. They've been with me for like a year. They're amazing. They understand the struggles of a small business. So sometimes, I'm like, guys, this week, it's going to be less hours for you, and they're just team players. So that's okay. We understand.
Well, let's give them a shout out.
Yeah. So I have my Kylie. She's been with me for a year. I have Ray. He's the one that helps prep the cooking and the famous sandwiches everybody loves. He's been with me for a year. And then I have Sabrina. She's been with me for at least a good over 6 months.
Well, let's give them a heart for taking care of you.
Thank y'all guys so much.
Yes. Again, we want to be able to showcase the team, of course, the food, a little bit of everything that's going on. But another great thing that I see that you're starting, you're also going to feature some of the vendors here at your shop as well.
Yeah, so we do have vendors that will be set up at the coffee shop. All spaces are taken right now, so by next week, all the shelves should be filled with our other small business vendors.
Ooh, that is so cool. I was also sharing with you that, when my husband and I had our art studio and gallery, we opened up our doors, the same thing, for different vendors and different artists to come out and showcase as well. So again, this is something big for them, because a lot of them don't have a brick and mortar to put their items, and they're always just going to different markets and taking that chance to see who's going to come out. And of course, there's other different vendors that that they have to be. I don't like to use the word competing, because it's all about the beauty and unity, for the customers to come out and shop. But this is another great opportunity. You just have to be creative and open up all these doors. So this is for the small businesses, and coming up with ideas of how we can help promote you and market you through our businesses, but also through yours, and how you can bring other customers.
Exactly.
You say, hey, guess what? I'm over here at the coffee shop. Let's go over there, and y'all come and have some coffee and shop at the same time. So again, the beauty and unity. So I love all the things that you're doing. I look forward to many, many more shows to come, and also coming out to do live broadcasting. But this means the world to me, because again, this relationship with Jackie, and I love all the people that she's working with, and being a fellow, out there hosting markets and so forth. How can they reach out to you, social media and website?
Yes, social media. So I have Facebook. It's just Somerset CoffeeHaus, but house is Haus.
Yes.
And then also Instagram, same thing. Somerset CoffeeHaus, HAUS.
Okay.
Yes.
So please give her a follow. This is the reason why, again, we want to be able to let y'all know. It's like all the shows, everything, the magazines, the newspapers, go on there. We make sure the links are able to click on them and go to them, because that's the whole purpose. We want you to go follow them and show them some love. So, well, thank you so much for being on the show and being able to showcase all the different people that are here with you and celebrating everything that you do here at Somerset CoffeeHaus.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick break and we will be right back. Everybody, we are back. This is Rita Hernandez with Live on Air with Rita Show, and we are back with the best segment of all. No, all the segments are amazing, but of course we're here with the food segment, and we love to showcase the different items that you have here. So let's talk about all the things you have here.
Okay, so for our breakfast item made in-house is our pigs in a blanket. We do a jalapeno and cheese, and then just a cheese. And then also we do have grab-and-go lunches. So we make all our chicken salads in-house.
And then you also made this super cool latte.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. I got to see firsthand how she was able to make it.
Yeah, so I made one of our most popular drinks. It's the house favorite, the toasted coconut latte.
So I'm not a coffee drinker, but I think I'm gonna give that a try just to see. Is it gonna kind of like wake me up a little bit?
It's gonna wake you up.
Ooh, it's gonna wake me up. So
Yeah.
I love what you're doing here for the communities of San Antonio. You're not only opening up your doors, but you're also serving delicious food. So I thank you for that. Once again, how can they reach out to you on social media or website?
So we have Facebook and Instagram, and both are Somerset CoffeeHaus, HAUS.
All right. We'll take a quick break and we will be right back. All right, everybody, we are back. This is Rita Hernandez once again with Live on Air with Rita. And I'm here with the lovely Jackie,
Hi.
Jackie Silva. How are you?
I'm well, I'm blessed, and I am so happy and thankful for this opportunity that we have with you, Miss Rita. Thank
Yes,
you so
of
much.
course. I mean, everything that we try to do, my mind is always rolling. How can we help small businesses even more that we have done for the past 15 years? What else can we do?
Right.
You know, we started our markets when I first met my husband back in 2000. It was more because he's a local artist in San Antonio. I said, let's do the art shows. Let's start bringing out other artists and setting up. So we're going on 25 years together.
Wow.
So that's 25 years of the markets and everything that we've been doing. So all that started with the media in 2009. So when we started doing the shows and the interviews and the magazines and now the newspaper and the production and, you know, going all over San Antonio, broadcasting live at different markets. I mean, that is something that we have created and started for the communities of San Antonio, but now we're moving out to Somerset, throughout Texas, and also around the world. So this is an amazing journey that we get to bring you on because, you know, Miss Jackie does her markets here as well. So you have Bonita Marketing Company. Now let's talk about that.
Yeah, so Bonita Market Company, we started 3 years ago, and God blessed us with this opportunity here at Celina's coffee house, and the community has just been so welcoming. They've embraced these local market days because they don't really have any stores here. They don't have a Target, an H-E-B, a Walmart, and I think they embrace it even more because it's locals from the area, from Somerset, from Lido, from Boutique, Pleasanton, San Antonio, the South Side, just everywhere coming together. And they have just been phenomenal. I don't know another word to use besides phenomenal, amazing, supportive. And collectively, with your help and with the community, like you're saying, it takes a network, it takes a community, it takes passion, right? And you've been doing this for so long, and so you're one of our, like I always say, you're one of our strong pillars and someone that I look up to and admire. I want to be like Rita when I grow up.
You're already there. You're already there.
But yeah, it's amazing how, like you said, the beauty and unity.
Yes,
I love that phrase that you use because it's so true.
Yeah.
You know, we're all walking different paths. Maybe some the same, some a little bit different, but we're all coming together to how can we support, because we all bring something different and unique to the table.
Exactly, and there's plenty of room for everybody.
Yes.
It's like every nook and cranny. If you go to San Antonio, there's markets everywhere.
Right.
And I love that we get to be a piece of that. We've showcased so many markets. We've done so many interviews with so many of the small businesses.
Right.
It's so funny because one of the new vendors that reached out to me for one of the markets that I do at Mi Familia at the Rim, she reached out. She says, "Hey Rita, I want to be one of your vendors." And then I said, "Oh great," and I didn't recognize the name because she's now under a different business name. And she says, "Hey, you interviewed us before. You went to our market, like you literally physically went to that market. It wasn't one of mine. She says, you came out to support and you interviewed us,
awesome.
As one of the vendors." And she named the vendors, and I was like, "Oh my goodness," So I love looking back in time. I said, "Man, we've been doing this for so long," and I love that we've been featuring vendors and traveling all over San Antonio and Texas and throughout, surrounding areas. It just means the world to me. And knowing that Jackie is a part of that here in Somerset. So we got to bring the shows here. We got to make sure all these different businesses and vendors, get used to this. Just like I told Celina, you need to get used to being on the camera because there's more to come.
Yes.
There's more to come.
I know, she's getting there. She's getting there. She's come a long way from when we started the market. She's opening up, and so she brings just so many good qualities and characteristics that I don't have, and vice versa, right? And so, like you say, going back to the phrase beauty and unity, that's what makes everything so beautiful, is uniting and bringing the skills, the talents that we all have that are different. So, yeah.
And like I said, there's plenty of room for everybody. And even the businesses, there's so many lined up. And we're actually going to bring some of those businesses on as well in a bit to showcase as well. But let's talk about your family, your team, your faith. I know that's a big part of your life.
Yes. So first and foremost, my faith and my, I get, where I'm sustained is God. Because God sustains me. God sustains my family, my marriage, my business. And at our market days, we try to always start off with a prayer before our market days. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes we're not able to because, somebody's trying to be broke, someone's running late, there's an issue with parking, whatever, right? There's so many things that come up. But we do try to include that in our markets every market before we start. We try to, God, thank you so much for allowing us to be here, for getting everyone here safe.
Exactly.
Bless each family, bless each business, bless bless Celina's, coffee house, and most importantly, our spiritual lives, right? Because we can't do what we do without walking with God, right? And so, that's a big part of our family. My husband is involved in the market days, and my daughter, they help. Without them, I don't think I could do
exactly without our families, and we have our priorities in check, right? Our faith, family, and everything else that comes in between. I got to put Steven in there, my videographer, so we got to make sure everybody's taken care of and everybody's covered. Right. But my passion has always been about the communities, the people. You're my why, and I always tell everybody that, says you're my why. In storytelling being able to do all this. So that's why we're doing this here with you, because again, from your journey from when I first met you, even when we came here to do the live broadcast, I think it was about a year ago.
It was about a year ago when Celina opened up.
Yes, and time flies. But even before that, we met over a year ago when barbecue was being served, and we talked about that. And the one thing that I loved about it is that you were asking me, Rita, what are the do's and don'ts? What do I do? What do I not do? How to get that process started. Those are the things that, if I go back in time, we have our Empowering You Academy. It's literally collecting dust. We started that academy many, many years ago to help small businesses where to get started, get their DBAs. Empowering You Academy is everything that every small business needs to get started. We did workshops and the programs where we brought the businesses and said, hey, you're going to start a business? This is what you're going to do.
The resources
Exactly,
that you need.
exactly.
Right.
But a lot of the things I had to put on hold
Sure.
because of things that happened in my life and
Right.
having AJ and
Right.
all these things. So it's a good thing that everybody's coming together and we're
I
able to help
agree.
inspire, no matter what it is, even to
Right.
say, how do I start a market? How do I start my
Yes.
business? So Miss Jackie created this. She started doing Bonita Marketing Company, and the
Yeah.
rest is history.
It is.
So
Yes.
and then of course I love seeing that your husband is with you all of the time.
Yes.
You have a great support team
Right.
that's with you to do all the things that you do through your market.
Yes, and I'm glad that you reminded me about that I had reached out to you because it's been so long, and that you weren't the type that said, I'm not going to tell you my secrets, or I'm not going to, share that information. Go find it on your own.
Yeah.
No, and that's what I love, and that's what I tell others. Give, ask, take, right? But, it's a collaboration of a lot of things,
Yeah.
right? And so we got to give, we got to take, we got to help, we got to support,
Yeah.
we got to share, we got to like, all the things that come
Yes.
along with that. So
Yes.
thank you so much for helping me, because when you're new, you need that.
And it's just simple advice again,
Right.
because once somebody gets started with that, if they really say, hey, I need you to be my coach, or I need you to
Right.
do this, then that's a different story. But just really inspiring others, because it's like, I'm not the only one that does markets, and
Right.
neither does Jackie. There's so many other people out there. Can you imagine if all of us hosts get together and say, okay, do's and don'ts, what else do we need to do?
Yes.
But it's all about the collaboration and letting
Yes.
everybody know about all the markets
Right.
that are happening all over San Antonio and
Right.
surrounding areas. So one of the things that I do when it's not one of my market days,
Mhm.
I tell my husband, okay, let's get our planner out. We're going to stop by this market.
Right.
We're going to stop by this market. We're going to go support this person. We're going to go
Yes.
support this. So it's all about traveling and
Right.
going to the different places to see what else is happening in
Yeah.
San Antonio. And that's what it boils down to, because those vendors are sitting there waiting for you to come. They're waiting for you to come and shop with them.
Yes.
The establishments are waiting for you to come and shop
Right.
with them. So it really is something that they look forward to. These markets aren't just put together, to make money. Yes, there is,
Right.
but to make money for your families,
Yes.
to make money to grow the business,
Right.
to get a different item, maybe a truck or a car, or those food trucks that want to get those products,
Right.
for their business. But there's just so many things that goes into all of this, and I'm proud of you. I'm so
Thank you.
thankful that you're able to do this here with us, because just like I
Amen.
told Celina, there's more to come.
Yes.
Because you have so many vendors, we got to
Right.
continue to showcase them
Right.
and promote them. Because today we will be showcasing at least 3 of them.
Yes.
And now let's talk about your markets really quick. Tell me the
Okay.
days that you do them here.
So we're here every first Saturday of the month here at Somerset CoffeeHaus in Somerset, Texas. It's a short drive from San Antonio. From the south side of San Antonio, it's about a 20-minute drive, and that's a pretty much average time from central San Antonio to
Yeah.
get anywhere. So I know it seems, they're in one of the outskirts, but it's not far. And so we're here every first Saturday of the month.
That's so funny, because when I picked up Steven, I was like, we're going on a road trip. Oh, it's down the street from Steven's house.
Oh my goodness, he's like, what road trip? It's just right here.
I was like, we're going on a road trip. So that was funny.
So in 2 weeks, we'll be here for our last night market. Not our
Okay.
last market, but our last night market, September 7th from 6 to 10.
Okay.
After that, October, November, December, we'll be here from 9 to 2. The events are always family friendly, free to attend, free to park. Bring your furry friends as long as they're leashed. And it's just a fun time for the whole family. If you're looking for presents, if you're looking for food,
Yes.
for farm fresh eggs, sourdough, honey, meat. I mean, you can find it here at the market days. A lot of unique vendors, artists,
Yes.
makers, bakers, you name it, we have it.
From A to Z.
From A to Z,
A little
literally.
bit of everything. Un poquito de todo.
Un
Let's say
poquito
that.
de todo,
Yes.
that's right.
And again, very thankful for you to be here doing all these things with all the markets. And how can they reach out to you on social media or website?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Bonita Market Co.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much,
Thank you, Miss
Jackie.
Rita.
And really quick, because I mean,
Sure.
I love talking with you. It's
Yeah.
like, we never want it to end. I know Celina was like, girl, let's let this end. But what are your words of inspiration that you want to give out to the small businesses and
Okay.
maybe others that are inspired to host new markets and stuff?
Yeah.
What would be your words of encouragement?
My words of encouragement is dream big, go for it. You know, there's going to be obstacles, yes. There's going to be blood, sweat, tears, yes. Is it going to be hard? Absolutely. I'm not going to lie to you. But if your passion is in community and support, in uniting,
Yeah.
you will shine, and the sun shines for everyone. And so I encourage you to follow your dreams, follow that passion that you have, and little by little you will start to grow a network, and you will start to grow your village and your pillars and your foundations. And so I highly encourage you to just go for it, and you will find your tribe.
Yes.
You will find those that are meant to be in your circle. Your circle might be little, but it's okay. The smaller the better, I always say. And they will encourage you. They will motivate you. Like Miss Rita, like I said, I want to be her when I grow up. So go for it and give. God is going to bless you abundantly when you give. Go that extra mile. Help, because we never know what someone else is going through, right? We can put on makeup, comb our hair, and look all well put together, but we truly don't know what that person is going through at home.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, in their spiritual life, in their emotional life. I mean, be kind.
Exactly. And that's what we were talking about,
Yeah.
before, lights, camera, action. It's like sometimes I'll just get those good emails, and then 10 minutes later something negative or bad happened, and my heart just kind of, it's like an emotional roller coaster. But as long as our faith is there, and we have our family working with us, and have our great friends that are amazing supporters, and that have the amazing partners and sponsors, it just gets us through and keeps us going.
It really does.
And that's why we're here again. Jackie's my why, Celina's my why, Somerset CoffeeHaus is my why, and all the other vendors that we're going to be featuring. So I look forward to going on to our next segment and featuring.
Thank you so
vendors.
much. Yeah, we're so excited.
Yes. Jackie gets a heart for that. So, all right, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. All right, everybody, we are back with our segments showcasing and highlighting small business vendors all throughout San Antonio, Texas, and around the world. So, Miss Jackie, let's jump right on into the different vendors that you also represent here at your markets. I know one of them is not here today, but let's talk about their business here.
So this is Miss Roxanne and Mr. Juan with Heard on the Street. They're a local from Somerset. They're an amazing small business, a family that has their own farm, and so she does fresh sourdough bread, and she does lemon berry, right? And she does cinnamon sugar, I believe. Our favorite is jalapeno cheddar.
Wow.
It is just absolutely amazing, and I always pair it with 4-6 Farms jams, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
I love the pairings already.
Yes, 2 of the awesome farmers here in Somerset, and so she also does farm fresh eggs, sourdough cookies, and sourdough muffins. So yeah, they're an awesome little family here in Somerset.
Well, it's too bad she's not here. So I was trying to rip up that bag.
Right,
so you can taste some of that bread here.
Yes.
But I love that we get to showcase these kind of businesses, and we want to make sure that they get seen and they're heard. And well, you get to hear that. But look at that. Here, showcase that one. And then I see that there's different patterns on there.
There is. They're just so pretty.
And they taste delicious.
And they taste.
And they feel soft. Oh my goodness. I'm like, I don't want to squeeze too much, but oh my goodness, that's so soft.
They were just baked fresh this morning, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
goodness. And how can they find them on social media, or do they have a website?
they are on Instagram and Facebook under Heard on the Street.
Okay, and do they come to all of your markets?
Just about, and they practically sell out at all of our markets. The last 6 markets, they have sold out of practically everything, so catch them early.
Yes, so hopefully one of the markets that we're not doing in San Antonio, we can definitely come out and catch them and interview them while they're here. So I thank you for sharing their business.
Thank you, absolutely.
All right, well, let's jump over to the next guest. Who do we have here?
Hi, I'm Jordan Bursteff with 4-6 Farms, and we are also just a local farm right down the street here in Somerset. We have actually lived here now for 3 years. But we are on the farm that my husband's grown up on. He went to high school in Somerset, all through elementary, everything. And it was just 3 years ago that we decided to move back home. So we're so glad that we did. And our inspiration is his grandparents. They've worked so hard for so many years. They run cattle, but we've kind of dipped into all kinds of other stuff.
Wow.
So we're excited. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 little ones at home, and this is allowing me to stay home right now.
Yes, I love
So,
that.
and you know, it's teaching our kids hard work.
Yes.
We're in the garden every day. We're down at the barn making sausage. It's not always pretty, but it's a family affair, and we're very blessed to be able to live out here, you know, and enjoy the land that his grandparents have worked so hard to have. And so we're just trying to, you know, keep it going.
Yes, and I love that story. I love how
Thank
you
you.
can go back and
Yeah.
figure out, you know, your why and your inspiration. So I love that you were
Thank
able to
you.
share that. Now let's talk about some of the products you have here.
So we got all kind of stuff. We're a farm, and we're just trying to, you know, give the people what they want. When someone has a new idea, right now I'm brining pickles, and you know, I've had a ton of people looking for pickles, so I'm doing my big pickle batch. They'll be ready in 2 weeks.
Ooh.
But this year I had a ton of zucchini in my garden, so I started cranking out these zucchini breads. I call them zucchini cake because they're very sweet. On top I put a brown sugar crumble. It's more like a piece of
Yeah.
cake than a piece of bread, but I still let my kids eat it for breakfast because it has their veggies in
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
But hot sauce we've made for years and years before we even lived out here. My husband makes really good hot sauce. Honey, we have our own bees. So that was something that, you know, people were like, okay, you have the bees, and we do the bees for the tax exempt, but we got into the selling of the honey now, and it's going great. Sausage, we've made sausage for years and years. My husband deer hunts, so it started with the deer sausage, and just recently we got into, you know, mixing the pork with the beef that we have, and so it's just, you know, we're just going with the flow, trying to use what we can from the farm, and it's going well.
And let me tell you, oh my gosh, everything's phenomenal, but this sausage, I've used these so far, and they have a different flavor than what you can get at HEB or the other. Not that we have anything against HEB.
Exactly.
We love HEB
Yeah, we
also,
love HEB,
but yes,
I know.
we're really trying to keep it small, and you know, nowadays especially, you don't know what's in your food, and that's very scary, and so we're trying our best to know exactly where our food comes from, and you know, teach our kids that way too. If we can be, you know, any more holistic, then I think that's good, and that's what's so great about all of these little businesses is, you know, they're keeping it small and natural, and so that's the
Wow, I
So
love it.
we recently went down to the Frio River, and of course I took my spray, and I loved it because it's from 46 Farms. It's from Somerset.
Does it keep the bugs away?
It kept the bugs away.
Ooh.
So
and it's all natural.
Yes.
And I made it for my kids. Okay, so it's got, you know, all natural oils, eucalyptus oil, rosemary oil, lavender oil, and it really does work.
It does.
And I love that she incorporates her kids and her family, and you
That's
know,
what it's
the
all about.
benefits are.
My marinara, some people like a chunky sauce, and this is not the sauce for you because my kids hate chunks.
Yeah.
It's chunk free. I blend it as much as I can, but I use herbs from my herb garden, you know, tomatoes from our garden, so it's all good stuff.
And maybe you could think big, and maybe one of these days you'll see these products at HEB.
I know, you never know, right?
Yes.
That would be big goals for us.
We love you, HEB, by the way.
That would be an honor. HEB is a great place. So,
And you know, my husband, this is the marinara.
the hot sauce.
This went in like 3 days, maybe 3 days.
Over the
So
huevos rancheros and all.
everything and anything, he
It's
put
good.
it on. And the marinara sauce, I love to put this on hamburger patties.
Oh yes.
I love
Yes.
it. Just tastes so good.
Yes.
And I just realized that you have this after sun potion.
Yes, it's just aloe vera oil
Yeah.
and
Coconut
coconut
oil.
oil. Yes, and it's awesome for after the sun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to preserve my tan, and it's gonna go away, but it helps keep your tan a little longer. So.
Yeah.
And this is why we love to do what we do when it comes to showcasing the different businesses and their products through our radio station, our TV network, our newspaper, our magazines, also on Roku TV, and now the big screen. So those are all the platforms that you're going to be seeing all the small businesses from San Antonio, surrounding areas, Texas, and around the world to be able to showcase these products. And I thank Miss Jackie for, you know, opening the doors for her businesses here, the small business vendors here, because it's like, you know, we want to make sure we include all of those that are helping as well, that are giving back. We want to thank Celina for everything that she's doing for you and for us as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So your business
Such
is
a support
amazing.
system.
Thank you.
I'm already seeing going to your place and seeing you make your products and
Oh,
doing a show
yeah.
out there.
I would love
I'm telling you,
that.
our mind is always
Yes,
rolling.
I know.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's
Yeah.
really cool to see the way that it's just all moving and everybody's
Exactly.
supporting each other. It's awesome.
Especially the
Yes.
handmade products that are
Right.
being made, even when it comes to the soaps and the balms
Yes.
and all of that. Those are the heartfelt stories that we want to go deep
Right.
and how it was made.
And the
so
why,
forth.
like you say,
Yeah.
what is your why?
Yeah.
And you know, she said earlier, you're my why.
Yeah,
Jackie.
y'all are my why.
Celina's
Every
my
one of
why.
you.
Somerset is my why. And so I tell that to Jordan now, you're my why.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Yes.
And
Yeah.
what about your team? Do you have a team that helps you with all your stuff?
We are all family.
Aw.
So it's me and my husband, my 3 kids. You know, we're down at the barn grinding sausage or, you know, bottling hot sauce. But we do have great family that supports us, and his grandparents live right next door to us. So if we need help with the kids, they're right there. It's very nice. His parents are sweet, and you know, it's definitely a family effort.
Well, I love that. And again, it's all about family and our
Yes,
faith and how we can all get
absolutely.
together. And
Yes.
how can they find you on social media or website?
So I don't have a website yet, but I am on Facebook and Instagram, 46 Farms. You can find us on there. And Jordan Verstuff, you can follow me there. That's my personal page too, and I'm always sharing what we're doing on there.
And she's just about at our markets every first Saturday of the month.
Yes,
Just about.
I try to
So-
be, yes.
Yeah.
So that's definitely my favorite market. Right now we have our little front porch market. So I've got a fridge out there. I keep it stocked. It's hard, you know, with 3 kids to go do markets every weekend. So I do that but I mean, Jackie has brought us so much success, and she's what has people going to our front porch. So
Yes.
we're so grateful for that.
Well,
Yes.
thank you all for being here and showcasing.
Thanks
your
for having
items. Thank
us.
you. Any last words of encouragement that you want to give out there?
I just, you know, I want to give all the glory to God. We're
Amen.
so blessed. You know, we've come so far. Our family has been through a lot. And, gosh, I didn't mean to get emotional,
That's all
but
good.
in 2020, we lost a child. And it moved us out to the country. We needed a fresh start, and that's where we are. And God is just so good. And we're just so happy to be growing and here. So
Your purpose is here.
it is, absolutely,
And again,
absolutely.
We want you all to be inspired by her story, by the things that we all go through.
Absolutely.
You know, inspiration for life. People think, man, Rita, are you always inspiring every day of your life? Not all the time. You could ask my husband. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, it's one of those things that it is a struggle
Right.
because of the name. I have to live by that name.
Yeah.
But the struggles are real. Life is real. You know, I just battled cancer this
Right.
past March, surgery and everything, and I'm back. And still doing what I love to do, but all the things that we have to go through in life, you have the right people
Yes.
around
Absolutely.
you, surrounded, you know, with all these different
Yes.
small businesses and markets, and you know, and Miss Jackie and Celina. So I thank you for that. I thank you for sharing that.
That was an oversharing moment,
No,
but
it's
I'm glad I
okay.
did. You know, everybody has a story, right?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that moved us out here, was losing my 3-month-old child
Oh.
and to SIDS. And, you know, I never thought ever that something like that would happen to me. I'm such a helicopter mom. I'm so obsessed with my kids, and it did. And, you know, it forced us to really, we've always been Christians, but it really forced us to, like, trust in God and what He had next for us. And I feel like we've done that. And it's, you know, things are looking up and moving forward. I have 3 beautiful children. I'm so blessed, and I'm just, you know, it's all the glory to God.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Amen. Amen. And she gets a heart for
Yes.
that. So thank you so much for being here.
Oh my
Thank you
gosh,
so much
you're
for-
welcome. Thank you for
Jackie.
having
Yes,
us.
Rita. We love you so much. We're so blessed to have you in our community, in our circle. You know, it's just truly a blessing to hear these stories. I didn't even know that.
I know, I haven't shared it with many people,
Yeah.
but
No, and we always talk about, you know, social media tells you all the pretty pictures,
Yes.
right? And like you said, I have to constantly tell myself to be inspired, and even though those hard knocks of life come, right?
right, you don't always post them on social media,
Right.
but you know,
Right.
we all are going through our own things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And this is the support system.
Yes.
And we hope we inspire you to say, hey, you know what? I'm not the only one going through this.
Right.
That these shows will be the inspiration for you. So thank you so much once again.
You're so
We're going
welcome.
to take a quick break and we're going to bring on our last small business vendor. All right, we are back with our final segment with our small business vendor here in Somerset, Texas. And we're at Somerset CoffeeHaus. And again, I want to thank Miss Jackie
Thank
for
you.
allowing us to be a part of this, bringing her vendors to the show for Live on Air with Rita show on Roku TV, and also all the behind the scenes that we've seen at City Base Cinema. So I'm very excited about this. And we're bringing on our final small business vendor. Introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your products.
My name is Curtis. I'm with South Texas Signs and Designs. I specialize in mostly metal fabrication and CNC plasma cutting, and recently got into doing custom signs and art and doing these markets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about what inspired you to do all this.
Well, when I was learning the new software, I started drawing stuff up. I was mostly focused on doing automotive parts and custom
Okay.
parts, and then I found that I enjoy making these products.
Wow.
And some of it,
You just read the signs of the
I just read the sign, y'all. So that's what made me laugh. That is the cutest thing ever. Wow. Okay.
so like this one here in this area, a lot of people have the chickens and the chicken
Right.
coops and a lot of cute little signs to put on it. So
Okay,
that's
for our farmers, right, that we have.
correct, and that's what inspired that.
And this is perfect for the coffee house.
Yes.
This is absolutely Celina.
Yes.
Wow.
And he can make them in all colors, right, Curtis?
Correct.
I mean, you've pretty
Correct.
much done a lot of
So a lot of these are standard, like this is one that I bring to the markets, this one I bring to the markets, different colors, and then I also do a lot of customs.
I was going to say a lot of custom
Correct.
to cater to the buyer's needs and what they want,
Correct.
and
Correct.
as big as they want, maybe.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. And even for the teachers.
Yeah.
Correct. That was for Teachers Appreciation Week. I made some of those, and
It's got little stands.
students can hand them out to their favorite teachers.
Okay. And logos.
Yes.
I love that. You got to put that out there. So any business out there that
Right.
wants their logo put out, check this out. And it's nice and sturdy.
It is. And he recently made one for Kelly with On the Spot Massage, is another Somerset local, and that one was big. I mean,
Correct.
it was like probably this big, probably this
Yep,
this
and-
tall.
Was able to take her logo that she already had, and I was able to redigitize it, make some adjustments, and make it fit to her needs that she needed
Wow.
for the space that she's working with.
And what has been your number one seller of all the products that you have?
The bottle openers do pretty good. Little keychain bottle openers, and I've actually made custom ones for people with like the ranch logos on them, or even their little family logos, and they seem to really enjoy those.
Wow. And how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing the CNC stuff for a little over a year, but I've been in the metal fabrication business for quite a few years.
Okay. Well, that kind of helps. That's
Right.
your inspiration behind what you do. Now, as far as your team, is it by yourself or do you have a team that helps you do all of this work?
It's mostly myself now in the shop. My wife helps quite a bit, though, with keeping me on track.
Oh,
She's
wow.
like, hey, did you finish so-and-so? Did you do all their well?
So she's in there with the pen and paper.
Correct. She keeps me going.
Wow. And how often do you set up at Jackie's Markets?
Once a month here at Somerset CoffeeHaus, and then if she has another market, I'll
Yeah.
try to join with her
Yes.
for those markets.
And again, it's all about supporting the beauty and unity. It's like, where does the host go? And they kind of
Right.
follow all over San
Right.
Antonio. So we want to make sure that you come on out and be a part of all of this. Now, how can they find you on social media or website?
I'm on Facebook, South Texas Signs and Designs.
Okay. I just followed you too. So yeah, we got
Follow helps.
Yeah, you got a new
Yes.
follower.
Thank
So,
you.
and again, this is the whole purpose of why we do what we do. We're going to be sharing all the links. Make sure you go to the links, follow them.
Right.
If you have any questions, you could reach out to them as far as the different products. He does custom items. So again, this is something that you want to reach out if you have an idea, if you want your logo, and put that out there. So reach out to them. That's the number one thing
And-
why we're doing what we're doing.
And even if it's more than signs, say you're building a new gate for your property,
Yes.
or you have a production need, we're more than just signs. We do metal production work.
Yeah, that should be your tagline more than just signs.
That's so true.
So
It's on a business card.
yeah, you gotta put that out there because then it's like you're thinking about just
Correct.
the metal work you're doing at markets. In reality, you have a bigger
Correct.
business than
Correct.
you would see here.
Correct.
And how many different items do you bring out to showcase at the markets?
There's probably about 25 different signs, and some of them that sell. Usually, I keep multiple of those.
Okay.
Like if I know this one sells every week, I'll maybe have 2 of those, 2 or 3 of those, maybe different colors. Because some people will say, "Oh, I really love this, but I want it in pink."
Okay.
And then I can get their info,
You just go spray paint it.
and then I can rework it. Correct.
You know what I was remembering is that grill that you made for Texas 2J.
Correct.
It was like a portable grill. I
Correct.
can't remember.
Correct.
Can you tell us a little bit
Yeah,
about
so
that?
I know a lot of people have seen them on social media make these portable grills that collapse like barbecue pits. And I've actually gotten into doing custom designs with their logos on it, so when they're burning their steak, it'll actually say Texas 2J or whatnot.
Yes.
Wow.
I saw that.
I love that. And again, these are a lot of things that Ms. Jackie knows about her different vendors. And we want you all to know the different type of items they make, custom, the different type of foods they have. So it's a little bit of everything. Like we say, un poquito de todo.
A little bit
of everything.
Yeah.
And again, social media, how they can find you one more time.
South Texas Signs and Designs.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. And thank you so much, Jackie, for being a part of everything that we're doing. And again, there's more to come. You know, we're behind the scenes trying to figure out all the great things because she does work with so many other different small business vendors. And we want to kind of showcase everybody.
Right.
You know, we don't want anybody left behind. Say, hey, I'm on the
Absolutely.
again, this is our why. You're our why. And I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to Live on Air with Rita on all of our platforms. And again, stay tuned for seeing us on the big screen at City Bay Cinema. This is Rita Hernandez. Get inspired, be inspired, stay inspired.